Hi friend, I'm Anna Helman. Thanks so much for being here today. I know sometimes it seems like card making can be complicated and we have to have a room full of supplies to make a single card, but that is completely untrue. Today we are going to make some cards out of just white cardstock. Now, I'm sure you've seen mostly white cards before. Have you ever seen any that are entirely white? I'm going to show you that these can be beautiful. They don't have to be simple. If you haven't seen these before, you definitely want to stick around. Let's get started. Since we're using all plain white paper, we're going to do a few fun techniques that you can do on any of your cards. What we're going to do is some decorative scoring on the card base of this card. I have my scoring board here. I really love this large scoring board. I just have a piece of triangular cardstock in the corner that I've taped in place, and I use that as a guide so that I can put some angled score lines on the side of my card. So here's what I'm going to do is I am going to do a pattern. I did one at the corner. I did the next one. Now I'm going to count 2 lines and score 2. Now I'm going to score 3 from that one. We'll count 4. And we'll count 5. And we are going to count 6. Now I'm going to flip this around, and I want to do the same thing from this edge, but I'm going to start from the bottom up. I only want to score from the bottom to the fold line, the crease for the center of my card. So I'll start at the bottom and go up. So there's the one that's right next to each other. Now I'm counting 2, scoring there. We'll count 3. If you've never done scoring on your cards, it's a lot of fun, and you can make some really beautiful patterns. Okay, here's my 6th line. Now let's move my scoring board out of the way. Let's take a look at this, and here you can see that pattern. Next, what we are going to do is add some textured cardstock. You'll see in just a moment that I am going to do some embossing on some paper, but I did have some plain white papers in my collection that had different texture, different interests. So if you have glimmer paper or foil paper, this has a wood grain, really neat on it. And what we're going to do is attach this. These score lines in the center are actually not going to show, but I'm using them to help me line up this paper at an angle. I want to line this up at the same angle as those score lines. And now that I have it on here, we will trim off the edges. And we have a few extra details to add. This is going to be our simple card, and then our second one will be a little bit more elaborate. But I thought this paper was really neat because it has that extra texture. I actually have another paper that has some fun texture on it that we'll use here in just a moment. And you can see it here. I punched these 2 pieces out using one of my favorite new punches. It's called the 3 banner punch. It makes 3 different shapes of banners. These are the same one, of course, that I punched out 2 times. But I just love this textured paper. And it's called Whispers of Texture. It's got several different textures in it. And here's what we're going to do with these little banners. There's so many ways to use these fun little banners. And what we're going to do here is put it behind the greeting tag and have the little corners sticking out. So let's take a look at our greeting tag. We're talking about making all white cards. Well, how are we going to have a greeting on it? As you can probably see here, I have embossed this greeting in white embossing powder. So it's so fun to make all white cards. I hope that you will try this after you see the rest of these projects and be inspired. I made some stunning Christmas cards, stunning wedding cards like this. You can really do some neat things. So we are going to roll out a piece of ribbon. As we're doing this, you'll see several different ways and things, just little fun tricks, little fun details you can add. And I could be concerned about making my glue line straight, but we're just going to wing it. We'll press this down. And then we are going to put this over it. We'll let that glue dry for a minute. Let's grab some dimensionals. And our first all white card will be complete. Let's trim off the ribbon here. And here you can see this one. What do you think? Did you think we could create a card with all white? Here's one. Now let's take a look at another one. This one is going to be a little bit more elaborate. And I just want to give you a reminder each time when I release my weekly tutorial, I am doing a giveaway. If you comment in the comment section below, you will be entered to win. So if you want an idea of what to comment today, my question to you is, if you're going to make a card with all one color of cardstock, what color would you choose? Here's a piece of paper. I have embossed this with the exposed brick embossing folder. So just like the textured pieces I used on the last card, if you don't have any textured paper like that, any specialty paper, you can definitely get those embossing folders out and do some stunning things with this technique. I decided to tear that just to add some fun interest to it. We'll put some adhesive here on the back. And next, we have several different pieces here already prepared that I am going to add to the card. I have some die cuts created that I have made from all white cardstock. Let's put a bit of glue on these. When I add things with glue, sometimes, especially if they're small and detailed, I like to put the glue on and let it dry for a few seconds. It just helps them stick right away when I put them on the card. So we'll do this. We'll let these sit here for a second while we look at the rest. Now here is going to be kind of the focal point of this card, this beautiful church. Let's take a look at the stamp and die set that I used to create these cards. It's called Blessed Beginnings. And here you can see the church, tree, some really nice greetings for Easter, baptism, wedding, just blessings. You could use that one by itself. And then this nice coordinating die set. So let's go ahead and start to build our little scene on our card. I'm going to add this tree right here. And now we are going to add the church on top. Now you may have noticed that I did use a color of ink on the church that is not white. I could have stamped and embossed this with the white embossing powder if I wanted to, but I wanted to show you an example, especially if you're doing white, what you can do for your ink. I use smoky slate ink. I inked my stamp, I stamped off on scrap paper, and then I stamped here the second time, and I get that really nice light color that blends in really well with the white. Now we have a couple little trees here. We'll add these two trees in the front. We have a couple of clouds to add. I thought these would be fun. What do you think about these clouds? We'll add this one up here, kind of hiding right there behind the steeple. And then we have this lovely greeting again. I have embossed this with the white embossing powder. It says wedding blessings. We'll add this to the card. And I believe we need a few little embellishments. I thought some pearls would be perfect to finish these cards off. I'll just mention this in case you are trying this technique with a different color. If you don't have the right color of embellishments, what you can do is take alcohol markers, your blends alcohol markers, and you can color these. So I could take these white pearls and I could add a bit of interest. I could add some color in whatever color I want, blue or green or any other color that you're making your card. And you could really make those embellishments match perfectly that way. So there's a few embellishments. Let's add a couple little pearls on this one. And Let's look at these up close for just a minute. Since they're all white, I know it's a little bit harder to focus and see all of those details, but here's that first one with the scoring, the textured paper, some ribbon, and that greeting. And then the second one with the embossed paper in the background that we tore, some die cuts that we created, and that greeting tag. If you're wondering how we're going to notify our weekly prize winner, we will comment back in the comments below to the winner. It will also be announced in my weekly email update. There's a link in the video description below to sign up for that. I would love to add you to my list. Thanks so much for being here, friends. I appreciate you, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.